Okay. Hello, why? What's up?
What's up?
Yes.
Okay, the arrangement and plan will be we are going to the beach and then we will do the beach cleaning up and settle up in terms of the weather, the environment, and logistics and everything. So we will work according to plan and we go ahead.
Huh?
Okay,
Beach,
so
beach,
fun.
going to the beach.
Beach ah?
Which
Corporate
beach?
social responsibility.
Which beach?
Which beach? East Coast people. East Coast beach.
I thought
why
now
must East
COVID-19
Coast?
cannot. Why East Coast?
Yeah lah, why
Why
East
East
Coast?
Coast ah?
This is the plan first, and then we will work in the beach and sort of like arrange the itineraries and the logistics and all that.
I don't know, but why must be East Coast Beach? Why cannot be Changi Beach?
If
Why cannot
it's
be
not
Pasir Ris
East,
Yeah.
if it's not
shorter.
East Coast beach, then there is no beach.
Coast Beach, okay what? Got
East Coast very big, crowded lah. No,
transportation there.
Changi Beach Then after that we can go eat nasi lemak also.
It's about the beach and the cleaning up. It's not about
East
the nasi
Coast
lemak
Park also
or
got
the
food.
Pasir Ris.
Yeah,
It's the
can
beach. It's the
can
beach.
throw one stone kill two birds mah.
Yeah.
East Coast
You want to clean Changi Beach, can clean finish, go to the hawker center there, makan the
Some more Changi Beach the three more not another.
It's about the beach, not about my
Oh,
phone.
Changi Beach shorter. Mean easier to clear and the width is not so deep. That East Coast Beach crowded.
Never mind lah, since settle already, I just say settle already, right? Like everything planned already.
But why must East Coast? I agree with Han. Go to Changi or Pasir Ris. Then easier accessible also. Can take bus.
Shorter. Go something where? Go to where? One people play volleyball. After that, I stop. Cannot focus. See the volleyball.
Done.
Meeting
3
again.
minutes already. 3 minutes already.
Later, Zalihan, I talk to you. Zhao Hong, wait for me. Later I talk to you. So Riz, later I talk to you.
Okay lah.
Play rank now. Play rank.
After then, no choice lah.
Then you all talk about rank.
Yeah
It's
lah.
again.
You see,
Yeah.
every
It's-
time talk halfway.
So,
then doesn't go with
you
your
lose only play
decision.
rank. You lose only play rank.
Yeah. Then talk
It's-
separately.
I thought it's like at home. You at home now, no ranking. At office you can talk there, but at home no rank.
It's like every time you all play WTF like that, then it's like, what the hell, lor?
Forget it. What WTF.
Risau.
Excuse me.
Eh,
Hello.
Risau.
Don't argue.
It's like, okay.
We call
Stop.
Judy in. Judy inside. Judy will chase my kecil. Wah, lagi jarak 10 kilometer. Wah.
Now, ask Judy to come and
Judy coming to my kecil. Judy together with monkey.
let's talk about what one stone lah, talk about what tree lah. Now monkey come in lah. Like,
Follow lah. I mean, like your boss lah. You say what, it's what lah.
no, don't follow. Later.
Follow
Okay
lah.
lah, follow lah. East Coast ikut sate. Ada East Coast ada ikut sate. Tapi not bad. Ada
Hi, good day to everyone. My name is Sao Hong from HR. So today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic called winning with difficult people.
There's a truth in your eyes. Say
So first things first, what is difficult? What makes people difficult? Or rather, in what kind of situation do you feel people are being difficult? Is it because of the things they do, or is it because of the reaction that they have when you're having a discussion, or things doesn't get done after a prolonged discussion, or can't even get to an agreement after a long period of time? So for such people, we always feel that they have very big ego. They cannot lose out in an agreement or in a discussion, and most likely they are also selfish, being self-centered or greedy in their requests or in the things that they want. Or this may even be due to attitude which comes from conflict of interest or procrastination, in the sense whereby they delay the task to be done, to be completed, and causing you to unable to meet your deadline on time and getting scolded or reprimanded by your superiors or your bosses. Or it might even be due to emotional reasons. Some people, or rather some sensitive people, may not be able to reason out using logics and facts. They tend to put in a lot of emotions and cause the whole discussion or even the quarrels to be lengthy and also non-productive. So who are these people? Who are these difficult people? I believe you can categorize them into two main groups. Okay, one of them will be people at work. Okay, for example, your colleague, your working partners, your vendors, or may even be your boss. On the other hand, there are also this group of people whom we call family. For example, your parents, your spouse, your kids, and even your relatives.
Losing my sleep.
Hey guys! Yay! What shall we eat today? It's a Friday.
Western.
Huh?
Western.
Don't lah. Yesterday just eat Western.
Then what you want?
Western
45 minutes
expensive
at
lah.
Pasar.
Western expensive lah. Boleh liao lah.
Bolu.
last week already said we go eat salad. Everyone agree mah.
Walao,
Malay
life
food sama
already so
lagi.
difficult.
Malay
Son,
food
eat
don't
one
want lah.
only.
My
It's
wife
Friday. Make me eat.
My wife
Plus,
cook Malay food
walao.
already
Yeah.
lah. The one Chinese halal.
What Chinese halal? Where got
What nice,
don't
what
want
nice.
lah.
Wanda, go eat
No pork,
Japanese
no lard.
cuisine.
Chicken rice
It's a
now.
Friday. We
Kena
should eat
sana.
something special.
Hey, the whole week I'm looking forward to salad really, man. Y'all,
You just go outside, just nibble on the leaf maybe or the grass patches.
hey, WTF, what? You want to eat salad?
Don't want.
Wow. Eh.
Hey. Don't eat salad lah. Don't want lah.
My
Okay lah.
cholesterol count will be disturbed. You all don't understand.
No choice I mean, boss say what we have to eat no choice We have to follow him.
No, such thing lunch outside, no ball, no
yeah.
ranking, don't play rank. No need.
No play.
Then like that, I don't need to eat already, yo.
This one not talking about rank. Y'all don't be so. Y'all. Is it purposely you want to be difficult or what? Then we have to. I think we have to make.
You see, Riz eat Malay food, I don't like. Then eat non halal. I Malay halal what? Then I see that. Oh, you Chinese, I eat Chinese halal lah, fair what?
No, why you?
It's just like you don't want to eat Malay food. We also don't eat Chinese food. What? Someone no pork, no lard. Walao eh.
Then what's wrong with y'all? Y'all
No flavor.
Malay don't eat Malay food, Chinese don't eat Chinese food. Then eat some more.
Hello.
And Nigel lucky best. No flavor at all. Vegetarian.
No vegetarian. Salad. Hello, salad. Mayo.
Salad, you eat another day or eat
Thousand
one
Island.
lah.
You take the 1,000 island outside, you pour on the leaf, then you just eat can already.
Then-
Faster, we got no time already.
Why we
45.
eat last week then now say don't want to eat?
Mana?
45 minutes only, faster leh.
Whatever lah.
Talk also 10 minutes gone already leh.
Hey,
Queue another 15 minutes.
Okay lah. Let's go.
yeah, drink water.
Go
Walao,
Western.
Don't eat already lah, don't eat already
No
lah.
choice Boss say what lah.
Yeah, follow boss lah.
Hey, you it's not about like that. We all promise together already, ma. It's like
Follow boss lah. Okay lah.
You happy lah. You happy can.
Okay lah.
Nothing else to
We
say.
scared our appraisal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Happy
lor.
boss, happy
I
life.
mean, if
Yeah,
lunch
happy.
also affect everybody like that.
okay,
then
you canteen. Don't care. How you canteen?
Canteen lah.
Ask just shy make salad.
Walao,
Don't have.
salad
I
again
think they are best.
You want salad, you eat salad alone.
I ask them don't cook the vegetable lah. Just put one plate.
The meat
Faster
can
already
eat.
lah.
We say eat together already. Then now
Okay.
you all want to eat
Okay.
together.
We play neutral. We eat McDonald's.
Who eat
Western,
junk
I
food?
okay.
You all cannot eat junk food. You all don't think you're young. You all can take junk food. One day you all will understand what is junk food.
Truth to be told, the reason why we feel that these people are difficult is because we actually care for them. We are concerned on their well-being and we wish that they are doing well. Only people we care for, we are willing to spend time to argue with them, to discuss with them, to come to a point whereby we can have mutual agreement. I believe that no one will want to spend an extra minute or an extra second to someone that you do not concern or care for. So which is why this difficult comes from the time you are willing to spend for these people. So let me try to come up with some very common scenarios when we deal with difficult people. For example, for our family members, sometimes we try to communicate with them, we try to get along well with them by discussing with them what did we do for the whole day, what's their plan or whatsoever. So sometimes this intention doesn't really get through and it turns out to be misunderstood and quarrels arises due to misunderstandings, different thoughts, or may even be due to emotional reasons, issues that they have dealt with during the daytime, and they find it difficult to actually talk to us or talk to you about his or her difficulties, rather to be left alone to actually recuperate from the issue. Or there may be times during work, for example in a meeting where you try to get your points across to the whole team, but there are some people that doesn't understand and you probably spend a lot of time to explain and they still doesn't get the points or the objective that you want. So it makes job very difficult for you to actually complete it and to meet the deadline. Or there might be people who doesn't agree with your solution, the way you work, wants to prove that his or her solution is better than yours, and this always resulted in arguments, in quarrels, usually unable to get the work done due to difference in opinion, agreement as well. So this always resulted in work not able to be completed on time and to have issues here and there, and this is where we start to feel that these people are being difficult towards ourselves.
Since we're talking about this subject, quickly you tell me that every time I feel that the people around me are difficult, why are they always difficult? Putting things together, they agree before and then later they change their mind and all that. Why everyone is just being difficult and it's all about difficult? I myself am not difficult. I'm okay. Why is that every time people just trying to be difficult with me?
First thing first, difficult, I think, is how we feel. Probably from their perspective, they're just trying to do their work, or probably they are affected by something else that causes them to have this kind of reaction. In the first place, all we need to do is try our best to understand where they're coming from, what their intention is, and why they react this way. Is it due to some emotional issue that they are experiencing at that point of time? And I believe ultimately communication is the most effective solution in all this sort of a difficult situation. We try to talk it out. That means we bring up points, we discuss, and I believe the other party should be able or willingly to listen to you and probably have a good discussion about it. When you talk about these people is really difficult to you, but probably from their perspective, you are also a difficult person. Communication in the two-way. You cannot say it's a single way and you are very difficult. You don't listen to me, you don't go as what I do or what I instructed. They probably feel the same thing. So hopefully when communication comes in, discussion comes in, we understand each other's point, we understand where we're coming from, and a solution can come out from there and have a win-win situation.
Okay, fair enough. I hear you totally. And let me work on what you suggest, and we can see how we become a better, like what I say, communication maybe.
But truth to be told, many arguments, quarrels are actually resulted from miscommunication. What we have to do as an individual is we have to understand the situation, understand others, as well as understand ourselves.
So I got something to ask you regarding your training lah. I got this experience that while I was trying to explain to someone about something, then this person kind of like always shut off from listening to me. So whenever I try to explain something, then the person will try to use their voice to speak louder than me. Yeah, so I cannot really get a word in or try to get that person to hear me out. And I'm just wondering, like, in this kind of situation, what can I do about it?
Okay, first thing first, does the person understand what you are trying to explain to him or her?
I don't think he's listening. So he probably isn't really like understanding what I'm trying to explain also. He's just trying to say his idea without giving me a chance to also explain.
Can I say that he or she, that person is some sort of ego person or always wants to do it his or her way?
Honestly, it's my first experience talking to this person. Yeah, so I'm not really quite sure what kind of person he is.
Okay, based on my experiences, I also met with, or rather, my experience with people of a similar situation. Usually, what I do is I probably pick a conducive time between me and the person. I'll probably arrange a meeting time. I say, hey, at this timing, I'd like to talk to you about this thing, or rather discuss with you. During that period of time, probably let him or her and yourself to prepare some of the details or information that you're going to discuss. Within this conducive timing, what you can do is bring out the issue and state what the difficulties that you have, the reason why you're having this meeting with him or her, and discuss it out. If he or she is willing to listen and able to understand what you're trying to say, then fair enough, it's good. But let's say, I believe it's due to work. This person unable to heed your advice, or rather don't want to listen to you at all. The last, and hopefully not the last thing that we need to do probably is explain it out. I mean, probably talk to boss of the person. I mean, from your own boss to the person's boss. Because this one, if let's say we concern work, I think the party over here is doing the job done, work done. Yeah, so we try not to put too much of a personal emotion inside.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe I need to let this person let out the emotions first, then we can have a proper discussion.
Hey, no problem.
So for relationship with our family members, what we need to do here is to listen carefully to what they have to say, what they need and what they feel. Never take for granted, always ask, and also to clarify if needed whenever necessary. Do not assume that, this is how they feel, this is how they think. In actual fact, they actually felt another way or think another way, and this is where all the misunderstanding comes from. And always remember to spend quality time together, be it lazing at home, watching a movie, or even go out to shopping mall to have a walk, even in the park or to the beach to have a relaxing walk or cycle together. All this build up the quality time that we have for our family members and probably makes them feel valuable, feel loved, and also lastly to respect each and every one of them as an individual. As for work, people we deal with are colleagues, working partners, vendors, and even our bosses. We have to respect one another's role and jobs has to be done. Always to attack the problem not the person, because many problems cannot be resolved when emotions takes over, because this is where the objective is being blurred and personal attacks comes in. Issue will never be solved. Always find a common ground, organize information and data before your discussion, and always initiate discussion at a conducive time between yourself and the other party. This not only allows you to have a quality discussion time, to have all the necessary information to cross-reference with, and to actually come to common agreement that both sides able to agree upon, and to move on to the next issue or next problem. And on the worst case scenario, if both parties are unable to come to a common agreement at the issues or problems, I think the next best thing will be to escalate up to the respective superiors, rather the chain of command, so that their bosses or superior to actually be a part of this discussion, and hopefully to get to the bottom of it and come to a mutual agreement and solve the issue together.
Ciao.
Yes.
I need your advice, your expert views on this.
No.
You see, I don't know to handle. Basically, I got this very usually old people. Okay, usually since you are expert, you manage people before, right?
I never managed for people.
Yeah, but what's your advice? These old people always think he always right. Sometimes things changes. How to make these people change to adapt with changes and technology? Can you get advice? Some people just get it. Have to advise him do this. He don't want to change. So stubborn. I just sometimes just frustration. Can you advise how to advise this kind of people? Don't want to change this. Still to use old phone. They never use update, never change, never to use upgrade. People not using IoT, still using all hard copy. How are we going to change this all people? Can you please advise?
Just my humble opinion.
Yes.
I feel that probably not in general old people, or rather people that are probably more experienced. They feel that maybe I have more experience than you. I shouldn't be listening to you as a junior or someone of a younger age. So I think what we can do here is we try to explain to them, saying that the intention of this change, or rather the intention of why we are doing this thing, and we weigh the pros and cons with them. We try to explain to them what is the benefit of doing this way. Probably in the first period, the transition period of time, they will feel difficult because first thing first, they are not used to these changes, maybe in the technical term or usage. For them, they're already used to what they are doing. So for them to make this change is actually stepping out of their comfort zone. So probably we spare a thought for them on this, and we try to explain to them, which we can lead to better result. Probably they are able to listen out more. To put it this way, we try to talk to them, we try to understand them, and probably at their convenient timing, some information, and let them understand why you're doing this for, where you're coming from, and hopefully that they're able to listen and heed the advice and make the change.
Hopefully, of course, I say people start using e-form, e-technology, but these people still like to use paper, hard copy, print out, chalk, signature. I think this case, I will try to do what your advice are. Thank you, ciao. Yes. See you.
Just takes me.
Many a time we feel that people are being difficult towards you, but ultimately it all boils down to your personal attitude, the other party's attitude. We need to understand that everyone is different motivations, different life experiences, different people react or work differently. It always boils down to ourselves to make the effort to work, to interact, as well as to get along well with the other party. It may or may not work in the first place, but at the very least you tried your best, and you are the only one that can make the change. So let's make it happen.
Like a song.
So with that, thank you for your time, and I hope that in your life journey, all of you are able to make a difference, to understand others, and to be able to win with difficult people. Thank you.
You want Spencer one?
Huh?
You want Spencer?
Then what
We
you
eat
You want
separately
salad?
lah.
You want salad? What? You want salad? What? Chef Sayur one? Not nice.
Okay, cut. One. Suddenly.
I don't know how to turn back
The tongue sorry.
Never mind, but we all got the sun look for a moment.
What the?
Recording.
Hey, can edit lah, can edit.
It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young.